where it continued to glow softly as a reminder of the truth that had saved everyone. Jake and Princess Zara were married in a beautiful ceremony that was broadcast to every world. Humans and aliens watched together as two people from different species promised to love each other forever. King Vorthak lived long enough to see his daughter's wedding and the first peace treaties signed between worlds. He died peacefully, knowing that his people would be ruled by kindness instead of cruelty. General Kex became the new military commander, but instead of training soldiers for war, he trained them to help people and protect peace. Jake and Princess Zara became the first mixed species ambassadors, traveling between worlds to help humans and aliens learn to live together. Wherever they went, they taught the lesson they had learned, that gentleness is not weakness, but the greatest strength of all. Years later, Jake and Princess Zara had children, beautiful kids who were part human and part alien. These children grew up in a galaxy where different species were friends, not enemies, and in the royal palace on Drakmor, there was a new law written in golden letters on the wall. Anyone who helps someone in need, no matter what species they are, will be honored as a hero. The old law about killing people who touched royal armor was forgotten. In its place was a new tradition every year. People from all over the galaxy came to Drakmor to celebrate Gentle Touch Day, remembering the moment when one human's kindness changed everything. Jake often thought about that day when he found Princess Zara trapped in her crashed ship. If he had walked away instead of helping, the galaxy might have destroyed itself in war. But he didn't walk away. He chose to be gentle. He chose to be kind, and that choice saved everyone. Also proved that we really want peace. Princess Zara's eyes lit up with understanding. If we go out to meet them with just one small ship, they will see we are not attacking. And if they still shoot at us? King Vorthak asked. Jake and Princess Zara looked at each other. They both knew the answer. Then we die trying to save both our peoples, Princess Zara said bravely. King Vorthak looked at his daughter with pride and fear. You are willing to risk your life for peace? Yes, father, Princess Zara said, because Jake taught me that some things are worth dying for. Jake felt his heart fill with love for this brave alien princess. She was willing to risk everything for peace. King Vorthak was quiet for a long moment. Then he nodded. Very well, he said. You will take our fastest ship and go to meet Earth's fleet. But you will not go alone. I will come with you. Father, no, Princess Zara said. You are too sick. I am dying anyway, King Vorthak said calmly. Let me die doing something important. Jake felt the weight of what they were planning. In 3 days, they would fly a small alien ship toward Earth's war fleet and try to stop a battle that could destroy worlds. The crystal in Jake's hand pulsed brighter, as if it knew what was coming. The small alien ship, Peaceful Dawn, flew through space toward Earth's war fleet. Inside, Jake sat next to Princess Zara, holding the glowing crystal. King Vorthak was in the pilot seat, though he looked very weak. How much longer? Jake asked. 1 hour until we reach their ships, King Vorthak said. Are you ready? Jake looked at Princess Zara. Her purple eyes were brave but scared. I'm ready if you are. Together, Princess Zara said, taking his hand. The crystal in Jake's other hand was glowing brighter than ever. It seemed to know they were about to do something very important. General Kex's voice came through the radio from Drakmor. Your Majesty, Earth's fleet has 200 warships. You have one small ship. This is madness. Sometimes madness is the only way to find wisdom, King Vorthak said calmly. Through the window they could see lights in the distance. Earth's war fleet was huge, hundreds of grey metal ships with big weapons pointing forward. They have seen us, Princess Zara said, reading her instruments. They are asking us to identify ourselves. Jake picked up the radio. This is Jake Morrison, former Earth diplomat. I am requesting to speak with Admiral Chen. There was silence for a long moment. Then a surprised voice answered. Jake Morrison. Impossible. Jake Morrison died 3 years ago. Admiral Chen, this is really me, Jake said. I need to speak with you face to face. It's about stopping this war. You have 2 minutes to prove you are who you say you are, Admiral Chen said. Then we will destroy your ship. Jake thought quickly. What could he say that only the real Jake Morrison would know? Admiral, do you remember the peace talks on Mars Colony? You told me about your daughter's wedding. You said you wished you could be there instead of at the talks. Another long silence. Then, my God, it really is you. Jake, where have you been? It's a long story, Jake said. But right now I need you to hold your fire. I have proof that this war is based on lies. What kind of proof? Jake looked at the crystal. The kind that will show you the truth with your own eyes. Admiral Chen was quiet for a moment. Then he said, "Dock with my ship." "But if this is a trick..." "It's not a trick," Jake said. "It's hope." The Peaceful Dawn docked with Admiral Chen's flagship. Jake, Princess Zara, and King Vorthak walked through the airlock into the human ship. Admiral Chen was waiting with 20 armed soldiers. He was an older man with gray hair and tired eyes. When he saw Jake, his face showed shock and relief. "Jake Morrison," Admiral Chen said. "We thought you were dead." "I almost was," Jake said. "Admiral, these are my friends, Princess Zara of Drakmor and King Vorthak." The soldiers raised their weapons when they saw the aliens, but Admiral Chen held up his hand. "Wait," Admiral Chen said. "Jake, you're traveling with alien royalty?" "Yes," Jake said. "Because they want peace as much as we do." Admiral Chen looked suspicious. "How do I know this isn't some alien trick to make us lower our guard?" Jake held up the crystal. "Because I have something that will show you the truth about the Kelos trading post attack. The attack that started this whole war?" Admiral Chen asked. "The attack that was blamed on Earth's government," Jake said. "But we didn't do it." Jake activated the crystal. The bright light filled the room, and the holographic images appeared again. They showed the pirate ship, the stolen human vessel, and the real attack on the trading post. Admiral Chen and his soldiers watched in amazement as the truth played out before their eyes. "Pirates," Admiral Chen whispered. "Not our military, and look at this," Princess Zara said, pointing to another image. "It shows some people in your government knew about the pirates but didn't tell you. The crystal showed government officials deciding to use the pirate attack as an excuse for war." Admiral Chen's face turned red with anger. "They lied to us. They sent us out here to start a war based on lies. Not everyone in your government wanted this war," King Vorthak said weakly, "just like not everyone on our worlds wanted it either." Admiral Chen looked at King Vorthak with new respect. "Your Majesty, you look ill." "Are you all right?" "I am dying," King Vorthak said simply. "That is why I came personally. I wanted to use my last days to make peace." Jake saw tears in Admiral Chen's eyes. The old soldier was moved by King Vorthak's sacrifice. "Admiral," Jake said, "we need to broadcast this truth to all the fleets, human and alien. Everyone needs to see what really happened." "I can do that," Admiral Chen said. "But Jake, even if we stop the shooting, there are still people on both sides who want this war. They won't give up easily." Princess Zara stepped forward. "Then we need to show them something more powerful than war." "What's that?" Admiral Chen asked. "Love," Princess Zara said simply. Admiral Chen looked confused. "Love?" Jake understood what Princess Zara meant. "Admiral, what if instead of pointing weapons at each other, our fleets worked together? What if we showed everyone that humans and aliens can be friends?" "How?" Admiral Chen asked. King Vorthak spoke up, though his voice was getting weaker. "Admiral, your ships must have sick people and broken equipment from the long journey, yes?" "Yes, we do," Admiral Chen admitted. "Our ships have the best doctors and repair technology in the galaxy," King Vorthak said. "Let us help heal your people and fix your ships." "And in return," Jake said, "your people can share human technology and knowledge with the alien fleets." Princess Zara smiled. "Instead of fighting, we work together." Admiral Chen stared at them. "You want our war fleets to become helping fleets?" "Why not?" Jake asked. "We're all here anyway. Let's use our ships to build peace instead of destroy each other." Admiral Chen thought for a long moment. Then he smiled. The first real smile Jake had seen on his old friend's face. "You know what?" Admiral Chen said. "That's crazy enough to work." For the next 6 hours, Admiral Chen and King Vorthak worked together to send the crystal's truth images to every ship in both fleets. They also sent Jake and Princess Zara's plan for cooperation. The response was amazing. Ship after ship from both sides agreed to work together instead of fight. Human doctors went to alien ships to learn new healing techniques. Alien engineers went to human ships to help fix their engines. Instead of weapons fire, the space between the fleets was filled with small transport ships carrying people back and forth. Jake and Princess Zara stood on the bridge of Admiral Chen's ship, watching it all happen. "Look," Princess Zara said, pointing out the window. "Humans and aliens working side by side." "Just like us," Jake said, taking her hand. Princess Zara looked into Jake's eyes. "Jake, I need to tell you something." "What?" Jake asked. "I love you," Princess Zara said softly. "Not because you saved me from the armor. Not because you're a famous diplomat. But because you showed me what it means to be gentle and kind." Jake felt his heart fill with happiness. "I love you too, Zara. You taught me that making mistakes doesn't mean you stop trying to do good." They kissed for the first time while around them. Humans and aliens worked together to build a better future. Admiral Chen came over to them. "Jake, Princess Zara, we just got word from Earth and the alien homeworlds. The governments are amazed by what we've done out here. They want to make this cooperation permanent." "What does that mean?" Princess Zara asked. "It means instead of separate human and alien territories, we're going to create mixed colonies where both species live together," Admiral Chen explained. Jake smiled, "Just like Zara and I want to do." King Vorthak, who had been resting in a chair, stood up slowly. Though he was very sick, his eyes were bright with joy. "My daughter," King Vorthak said, "you have brought peace to the galaxy. I'm so proud of you." Princess Zara hugged her father gently. "We did it together, father. All of us." King Vorthak looked at Jake. "Jake Morrison, you asked to care for my daughter. Now I ask you, will you marry her and help her rule our world with kindness?" Jake looked at Princess Zara with surprise and love. "If she'll have me." "Yes," Princess Zara said immediately. "Yes, I will marry you," Admiral Chen laughed. "Well, this is the first war I've ever been to that ended with a wedding proposal." Over the next few days, the cooperation between the fleets grew stronger. Human and alien crews became friends. They shared meals, stories, and laughter. The crystal that had started it all was placed in a place of honor on Admiral Chen's ship. "Use it to bring peace to your worlds." As the hologram disappeared, Jake felt something warm in his pocket. He reached in and found a small crystal that was glowing with soft blue light. "What is it?" Princess Zara asked. Jake held up the crystal. "I don't know, but I think it's important." General Kex looked at Jake with new respect. "Jake Morrison, I ask for your forgiveness. I did not understand what you were doing." "There's nothing to forgive," Jake said. "You were following your laws." "But our laws are wrong," General Kex said. "The ancient queen just told us that." Princess Zara smiled. "Maybe it is time for new laws. Laws about kindness instead of cruelty." Jake looked at the crystal in his hand, then at Princess Zara, then at General Kex. An idea was forming in his mind. "General," Jake said, "what if I came back to your planet with you? Not as a prisoner, but as a friend?" Princess Zara's eyes lit up. "You would do that?" "If it means helping your people learn about gentleness," Jake said, "then yes." General Kex nodded slowly. "Your father will be very happy to see you both. But Jake Morrison, there is something else you should know." "What?" Jake asked. General Kex looked serious. "Your government on Earth thinks you are dead, and there are people there who want to start a big war with all alien worlds." Jake felt his heart sink. "What kind of war?" "The kind that would destroy everything," General Kex said. Princess Zara grabbed Jake's hand. "Then we must stop it together." Jake looked at the glowing crystal, at the brave princess beside him, and at the changed general in front of him. Maybe his past mistake had led him to this moment for a reason. "Yes," Jake said. "Together." The journey to Princess Zara's home planet took 2 days in General Kex's ship. Jake sat by the window watching the stars go by. The glowing crystal from the ancient ruins was warm in his hand, pulsing with soft blue light. Princess Zara sat beside him. She had been quiet for most of the trip, thinking about everything that had happened. "Are you scared?" she asked Jake. Jake nodded. "Yes. I ran away from being a diplomat because I failed before. Now I have to try again." "But you are not the same person who made that mistake," Princess Zara said. "You are stronger now. And this time you are not alone. Jake looked at her beautiful purple eyes. What do you mean? I will help you, Princess Zara said. We will make peace together. General Kex came over to them. He looked different now. Less angry, more thoughtful. Jake Morrison, General Kex said. I need to tell you something about Princess Zara's father, King Vorthak. What about him? Jake asked. The king is not well, General Kex said sadly. He is old and sick. The stress of the coming war is making him worse. If we cannot make peace soon, he may die. Princess Zara's eyes filled with tears. I did not know father was so sick. He did not want you to worry, General Kex said. But that is why he needs Jake's help so badly. Jake felt the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. What exactly is happening? Why is everyone going to war? General Kex sat down across from them. 3 months ago, a human ship attacked a trading post on the planet Kelos. Many aliens died. What? Jake said with shock. Humans did that? That is what it looked like, General Kex said. But King Vorthak did not believe humans would attack without reason. He sent messages to Earth asking for an explanation. And? Jake asked. Earth's government said the attack never happened. They said aliens were lying to start a war. Jake felt sick. So nobody believes anybody. Exactly, General Kex said. Now 4 alien worlds are ready to attack Earth, and Earth is preparing to fight back. Both sides think the other side is lying. Princess Zara grabbed Jake's hand. But you can find out the truth. You know how to talk to both sides. Jake looked at the crystal in his other hand. Maybe this crystal can help somehow. The ancient queen said it was a gift. We will find out soon, General Kex said. We reached Drakmor in 1 hour. When they arrived at Princess Zara's planet, Jake was amazed. Drakmor was beautiful, with purple skies and silver cities that sparkled like diamonds. But he could also see many warships in the sky. The royal palace was huge and made of white stone. Guards in armor stood everywhere. As they walked through the halls, Jake noticed something sad. All the guards looked angry and mean. Nobody smiled. Nobody spoke gently. This is what I grew up with, Princess Zara whispered to Jake. Now you can see why your kindness was so strange to me. They entered the throne room. King Vorthak sat on a massive throne made of blue crystal. He was tall and strong-looking, but Jake could see he was sick. His blue skin was pale and his hands shook slightly. When King Vorthak saw Princess Zara, his face changed. For the first time, Jake saw gentleness in an alien from this world. My daughter, King Vorthak said with love in his voice. I was so worried about you. Princess Zara ran to her father and hugged him. Father, I am sorry I ran away. You were brave to escape Prince Throk, King Vorthak said. I should never have tried to make you marry him. Then the king looked at Jake. His expression became serious but respectful. Jake Morrison, King Vorthak said. I have been searching for you for 3 years, Your Majesty, Jake said, bowing slightly. I am sorry I disappeared. Do not be sorry, King Vorthak said. I understand why you left, but I need your help now. My people are going to war and I do not know how to stop it. Jake stepped forward. Your Majesty, before we talk about war, I need to tell you something. Your daughter saved my life, and I care about her very much. King Vorthak looked surprised. You care about her? Yes, Jake said bravely. We have become close friends. She taught me that aliens and humans are not so different. Princess Zara looked at Jake with surprise and happiness. He had just told her father that he cared about her. King Vorthak studied Jake's face for a long moment. Then he smiled. The first real smile Jake had seen on this planet. My daughter has never had a real friend before, King Vorthak said. If you care about her, then you are welcome in my family. General Kex stepped forward. Your Majesty, there is something else. Jake and Princess Zara activated the ancient ruins on planet Zarian. They received a message from Queen Larana. King Vorthak's eyes went wide. The ruins have been silent for 1,000 years. What did the message say? Princess Zara told her father about the hologram and its message about kindness being strength, not weakness. King Vorthak listened carefully. When she finished, he was quiet for a long time. So the ancient wisdom says our cruel ways are wrong, King Vorthak said finally. Yes, father, Princess Zara said. And Jake shows us what gentleness looks like. King Vorthak looked at Jake. Show me this crystal the ruins gave you. Jake held out the glowing crystal. When King Vorthak touched it, the crystal suddenly blazed with bright light. Images appeared in the air above it. The images showed what really happened at the Kelos trading post. A human ship had indeed attacked, but it was not controlled by Earth's government. Pirates had stolen the ship and used it to rob the trading post. They killed the aliens to hide their crime. Pirates, King Vorthak said with anger. Not the Earth government. The crystal showed more images. It revealed that some people in Earth's government knew about the pirates, but covered it up because they wanted an excuse to fight aliens. And some humans want war too, Jake said sadly. The crystal showed one final image. Earth preparing a huge fleet of warships to attack alien worlds. They will attack in 7 days, King Vorthak said, reading the alien symbols in the image. Jake felt scared. 7 days to stop a war between worlds. Can you do it? King Vorthak asked. Jake looked at Princess Zara, then at the crystal, then back at the king. I don't know, Jake said honestly. But I have to try. King Vorthak stood up from his throne. Despite being sick, he looked strong and determined. You will not try alone, King Vorthak said. I will send Princess Zara with you as my ambassador. Together you will speak for both our peoples. Father, Princess Zara said with surprise, you are making me an ambassador. You have learned about kindness and strength, King Vorthak said. You are ready to help lead our people. Jake felt proud of Princess Zara. She had grown so much since he first met her trapped in the armor. But Your Majesty, General Keck said, there is a problem. Earth's government thinks Jake Morrison is dead. They will not believe he is real. King Vorthak smiled. Then we will have to prove it in a way they cannot ignore. How? Jake asked. We will broadcast your message to every planet at the same time, King Vorthak said. Humans, aliens, everyone will hear you speak the truth together. Princess Zara grabbed Jake's hand. We can do this. Jake looked at her brave, beautiful face. Yes, together. But then General Kex brought bad news. Your Majesty, our scouts report that Earth's war fleet has started moving early. They will reach our space in 3 days, not 7. King Vorthak's face went pale. 3 days? That is not enough time. Jake felt panic rising in his chest. How could they stop a war in only 3 days? Princess Zara squeezed his hand. Jake, remember what Queen Lyrana said. Kindness is the greatest strength. We just have to find a way to show both sides. Jake looked at the crystal, still glowing in his other hand. An idea was forming in his mind. It was dangerous and crazy, but it might work. Your Majesty, Jake said, what if we don't just broadcast a message? What if we go to meet Earth's war fleet in person? Everyone stared at Jake with shock. That would be suicide, General Keck said. Maybe, Jake said. But it would. General Kex laughed. It was a cold, mean sound. Brave words from a weak human. Do you know what we do to people who touch royal armor? I don't care about your stupid laws, Jake said. She was dying. I helped her. If that's wrong in your world, then your world is the problem. Princess Zara grabbed Jake's hand. Her touch was gentle, just like his had been. Jake, no, do not make him more angry. But General Kex had already seen them holding hands. His face turned dark with rage. Not only did you touch the armor, General Kex said slowly, but now you hold hands with royalty, like you are equals. This is too much. General Kex raised his weapon. The other soldiers did the same. Jake knew they were about to shoot. Run, Jake whispered to Princess Zara. Together, she whispered back. Jake grabbed a broken piece of metal from the floor and threw it at the soldiers. At the same time, Princess Zara activated something on her wrist. A bright flash filled the air, blinding everyone for a moment. Now, Zara shouted. Jake and Princess Zara ran toward the back of the ship. There was another hole there, smaller than the first. They squeezed through just as laser blasts started hitting the walls around them. They ran into the desert as fast as they could. Behind them, they heard General Keck shouting orders to his soldiers. Find them. The human dies today. And bring the princess back alive. Jake and Princess Zara ran between the big red rocks, trying to find a place to hide. The desert was hot and empty, but Jake knew these rocks better than the alien soldiers did. There. Jake pointed to a cave hidden behind some rocks. We can hide in there! They ran into the cave just as they heard the soldiers' boots on the sand behind them. In the darkness of the cave, Princess Zara turned to Jake. Why did you risk your life for me? Jake looked into her beautiful purple eyes. Because everyone deserves to be treated with kindness. Even alien princesses. Princess Zara smiled for the first time since he had met her. I am beginning to understand this word, friend. Outside the cave, they could hear General Kex's angry voice. Search every rock. Search every cave. They cannot hide from us forever. Jake and Princess Zara looked at each other in the darkness. They both knew that running was just the beginning. The real danger was still coming. The cave was dark and cool. Jake and Princess Zara sat quietly listening to the sounds outside. They could hear General Kex's soldiers searching through the rocks, their heavy boots making noise on the sand. Search faster. General Kex shouted. They cannot be far. Jake looked at Princess Zara in the dim light coming from the cave entrance. Her silver hair was messy and dust covered her blue skin, but her purple eyes were still bright and brave. Are you okay? Jake whispered. Princess Zara nodded. Yes, but Jake, I am sorry. This is my fault. You should not be in danger because of me. Don't say that, Jake said softly. I chose to help you. I'm glad I did. Princess Zara looked confused. Glad? But now you might die, maybe, Jake said. But at least I helped someone who needed help. That's more important than being safe. Princess Zara stared at him. On my world, people only think about themselves. They would never risk their lives for a stranger. Then your world needs to learn about caring for others, Jake said. Outside, they heard one of the soldiers calling out. General, we found their footprints going toward the old caves. General Kex's voice was closer now. Good. Surround the cave area. They are trapped like rats. Jake's heart started beating faster. They needed to move, but where could they go? Princess Zara was thinking the same thing. Jake, these caves, do they go deep into the rocks? Yes, Jake said. I explored them when I first came to this planet. Some of them connect to each other underground. Then we can escape through the back, Princess Zara said. They moved deeper into the cave. Jake led the way because he knew the path. The cave got darker as they went further in, but Jake had a small light on his tool belt. As they walked, Princess Zara asked, Jake, why are you on this planet alone? Are you a criminal running from something? Jake was quiet for a moment. It's complicated. I told you my story, Princess Zara said. Now tell me yours, Jake sighed. I used to work for the Earth government. I was supposed to help make peace between different planets. You were a peacemaker? Princess Zara asked. I tried to be, Jake said sadly. But I made a big mistake. A war started because of something I did wrong. Many people died. Princess Zara touched his arm gently. What happened? Jake's voice was full of pain. There were two planets fighting each other. I was sent to help them make peace, but I trusted the wrong person. He lied to me and used my peace meeting to start a bigger war. That is not your fault, Princess Zara said. Yes, it is, Jake said. Thousands of people died because I was stupid, so I ran away to this empty planet to hide from what I did. They reached a place where the cave split into 3 different paths. Jake stopped and listened. He could hear voices echoing from behind them. The soldiers were in the caves now. This way, Jake said, pointing to the left path. This tunnel goes under the desert and comes out near some old ruins. As they walked through the narrow tunnel, Princess Zara said, Jake, you are not a bad person. Bad people do not feel sorry for their mistakes. How do you know? Jake asked. Because bad people do not save alien princesses, Princess Zara said with a small smile. Jake felt a little better. Princess Zara was right. He had made a mistake before, but he was trying to do good things now. The tunnel was getting lighter ahead. They were near the exit. Almost there, Jake said. But when they came out of the tunnel, they found a problem. General Kex was waiting for them with 2 of his soldiers. His red eyes were glowing with anger. Did you think we were stupid? General Kex said. We know about these tunnels. We surrounded all the exits. Jake and Princess Zara stopped. They were trapped. Princess Zara, General Kex said, step away from the human. Come to us now, and we will make his death quick. No, Princess Zara said bravely. I will not let you hurt him. General Kex looked surprised. You would protect this alien over your own people? My own people never protected me, Princess Zara said. Jake showed me more kindness in one day than my whole family showed me in my whole life. Kindness makes you weak, General Keck said. Your father sent me to bring you home to teach you this lesson. My father is wrong, Princess Zara said. And so are you. General Kex raised his weapon. Enough talking. Human, you will die now for touching royal armor. Just as General Kex was about to shoot, something unexpected happened. The ground began to shake. The old ruins behind them started glowing with strange blue light. What is happening? One of the soldiers asked. Jake looked at the glowing ruins with surprise. These ruins have been dead for centuries. Why are they glowing now? Princess Zara was staring at the ruins too. Jake, those symbols, I have seen them before. Where? Jake asked. In my father's palace. In the oldest books about our history, the ground shook harder. The blue light from the ruins got brighter. General Kex looked nervous. We need to leave this place now. But it was too late. The ruins exploded with bright blue energy. The force knocked everyone to the ground. When the light faded, Jake saw something amazing. A hologram appeared above the ruins. It showed an alien that looked like Princess Zara, but older and wearing beautiful robes. The hologram spoke in the same language that Princess Zara used. But somehow Jake could understand the words. Welcome, children of two worlds, the hologram said. You have awakened the ancient message, Princess Zara gasped. That is Queen Lirana. She was the greatest queen in our history. The hologram continued. Long ago, we learned that kindness and gentleness are not weaknesses. They are the greatest strengths, but we forgot this truth and became cruel to each other. General Kex and his soldiers were staring at the hologram with shock. This message was left for future generations, Queen Lirana said. When two people from different worlds show true kindness to each other in this place, they will learn the secret that can save both their peoples. The hologram pointed at Jake and Princess Zara. You two have shown this kindness. Human Jake, your gentle heart is what your people need. Princess Zara, your brave spirit is what your people need. Jake felt confused. How does she know my name? Princess Zara looked at Jake with wide eyes. Jake, there is something you did not tell me. What is your full name? Jake hesitated. Jake Morrison. Princess Zara's mouth fell open. General Kex dropped his weapon. Jake Morrison, Princess Zara whispered. You are the famous human diplomat, the one who disappeared 3 years ago. My father has been looking for you. Looking for me? Jake asked. Why? General Kex stepped forward, his anger gone. Because you are the only human who ever made peace between warring planets. Before your mistake, you saved millions of lives. The hologram spoke again. Jake Morrison, your past mistake does not define you. Your gentle heart does. Princess Zara, your kind spirit is stronger than any armor. Jake felt shocked. Your father was looking for me. Yes, Princess Zara said. He wanted to ask for your help. Our planet is going to war with 3 other worlds. My father believes only you can stop it. General Kex looked ashamed. Jake Morrison, I did not know who you were. If I had known... It does not matter who he is, Princess Zara said firmly. It matters who he chooses to be, and he chooses to be kind. The hologram began to fade. The ancient ruins have given you a gift. The morning sun was hot on planet Zerion. Jake wiped sweat from his face as he walked across the empty desert. He had been alone on this planet for 847 days. Every day was the same. Check the water machines, fix broken equipment, and wait for a rescue ship that never came. But today was different. A loud crash echoed across the desert. Jake looked up and saw black smoke rising from behind the big red rocks. Something had fallen from the sky. What the hell was that? Jake said to himself. He grabbed his tool bag and ran toward the smoke. When he reached the crash site, Jake stopped and stared. A strange silver ship was buried deep in the sand. The ship was like nothing he had ever seen before. It was smooth and curved, with weird symbols glowing on its sides. Blue and purple lights blinked on and off. Jake heard a sound from inside the ship. Someone was calling for help. Hello? Jake shouted. Is someone in there? A weak voice answered. It sounded like a woman, but the words were strange. Help, please, help me. Jake found a hole in the side of the ship. He crawled inside. The ship was full of broken metal and sparking wires. In the center, he saw something that made his eyes go wide. A girl was trapped under a big piece of armor, but she was not human. Her skin was pale blue and her hair was silver like moonlight. Her eyes were bright purple, and they looked at Jake with fear and pain. The armor covering her body was thick and black. It looked like a robot suit, but it was damaged from the crash. Pieces of broken metal pressed against her skin. Red blood, or something like blood, dripped from small cuts on her arms. "Please," she said in broken English. "Armor, stuck, cannot move." Jake knelt down next to her. "Don't worry, I'm going to help you." The girl's purple eyes went wide with surprise. You speak soft," she said. "No one ever speaks soft to me." Jake looked at the armor more carefully. It was some kind of power suit, but the crash had damaged it badly. The metal pieces were pressing into her body. If he didn't get her out soon, the armor would crush her. "What's your name?" Jake asked as he studied the armor's locks. "I am Princess Zara," she said. Her voice was getting weaker. "Daughter of King Vorthak of planet Drakmor." A princess? Jake thought. What is an alien princess doing on this empty planet? "Okay, Princess Zara, I'm Jake. I'm going to get you out of this armor, but I need you to trust me." Princess Zara looked confused. "Trust? What is trust?" Jake was shocked. How could someone not know what trust meant? "Trust means you believe I will help you and not hurt you," Jake explained. Zara stared at him. "On my world, no one helps without wanting something back." "What do you want from me?" "Nothing," Jake said. "I just want to help because it's right." This seemed to confuse the princess even more. On her planet, people were clearly not kind to each other. Jake found the armor's main power switch and turned it off. The glowing lights on the armor went dark. Now he could see the lock systems better. "This might hurt a little," Jake warned, "but I'll be as gentle as I can." "Gentle?" Zara asked. "What means gentle?" Jake felt sad for this beautiful alien girl. How could she not know about gentleness? "Gentle means careful and soft. Like this," Jake said. He very carefully touched her hand. His touch was light and warm. Princess Zara gasped. Her purple eyes filled with tears. "No one ever touched me like that. Always rough, always hard." Jake began working on the armor locks. Each piece he removed, he did it slowly and carefully. He made sure not to hurt her or pull too hard. When a piece of armor was stuck, he worked patiently until it came free. "Your hands are so warm," Zara whispered. "And so careful. Are all humans like this?" "Many of us try to be," Jake said as he removed another piece of armor. "We believe in being kind to others." As Jake worked, he noticed that Princess Zara was very beautiful. But more than that, she seemed so lonely and sad. What kind of world did she come from where no one was gentle? Finally, Jake removed the last piece of chest armor. Princess Zara could breathe freely now. She sat up slowly and Jake helped support her. "Thank you," she said. "You saved my life." "You're welcome," Jake said with a smile. "That's what friends do." "Friends?" Zara looked confused again. Before Jake could explain, they heard a loud rumbling sound from outside. Jake looked out through the hole in the ship and saw something that made his blood run cold. 3 large alien ships were landing in the desert around them. Soldiers in black armor were jumping out carrying big weapons. "Oh no," Princess Zara said, her voice full of fear. "They found me. Who are they?" Jake asked. Princess Zara grabbed Jake's arm. "Royal guards from my planet." "And Jake," she looked scared. "By touching my royal armor, you have broken our most sacred law. They will kill you for what you did." The sound of heavy boots on sand was getting closer. The sound of heavy boots was getting closer. Jake could hear the alien soldiers shouting to each other in their strange language. Princess Zara grabbed Jake's arm with both hands. "You must run," she said quickly. "They will kill you if they find you here." "What?" "Why?" Jake asked. "I just helped you." Princess Zara's purple eyes were full of tears. "On my world, royal armor is sacred. Only family members and royal doctors can touch it. Anyone else who touches it must die." Jake felt his heart stop. "Die? For helping someone?" "It is our oldest law," Zara explained. "The armor holds the power of our royal family. If common people touch it, they believe it will make our power weak." Jake shook his head. "That's crazy. I was trying to save your life." "I know," Zara said sadly. "But General Kex leads those soldiers. He follows the old laws no matter what." "He will not listen." The voices outside were getting louder. Jake could see shadows moving past the hole in the ship. "Princess Zara," a deep, angry voice shouted from outside. "We know you are in there. Come out now!" Princess Zara whispered to Jake. "That is General Kex. He is my father's most trusted soldier. He is also the cruelest man I know." Jake looked at the beautiful alien princess. Her silver hair was dirty from the crash, and her blue skin had small cuts from the broken armor. But her purple eyes showed kindness that he had never seen before. "Tell me about your world," Jake said quietly. "Why don't people know about gentleness there?" Princess Zara looked surprised by the question. "On Drakmor, we are taught that being soft makes you weak. From when I was a small child, everyone was rough with me. My teachers hit me when I made mistakes. My guards pushed me around. Even my own father never touched me gently." Jake felt angry and sad. "That's terrible. I thought it was normal," Zara continued. "Until you touched my hand. It was so warm and careful. I never knew touch could feel good instead of painful." "Princess," General Kex shouted again. "We are coming in." Jake heard metal being torn apart. The soldiers were making the hole in the ship bigger. "Why did you crash here?" Jake asked quickly. "I was running away," Zara admitted. "My father wants me to marry Prince Throk of the Ice Planet. Throk is mean and violent. He hits his servants and kills people for fun. I could not marry him." Jake understood now. This brave princess had tried to escape a terrible life, only to crash on his lonely planet. "So you stole a ship and ran?" "Yes, but I'm not good at flying. The ship's engines failed and I crashed here." Zara looked at Jake with hope in her eyes. "But maybe crashing here was good. Maybe it brought me to someone kind." Heavy footsteps were right outside the ship now. Jake could hear the soldiers talking. Scan shows 2 life forms inside. One soldier said in broken English, "2." General Kex's voice was full of anger. "Who dares to be with the princess?" Jake made a quick decision. "Zara, I'm not going to let them hurt you." "They will not hurt me," Zara said. "I am royal family. But you, they will kill you slowly." "Then we run together," Jake said. Princess Zara stared at him. "Together? You would risk your life for me, but you just met me." "That doesn't matter," Jake said. "You're in trouble and I can help. That's what friends do." "Friends," Zara repeated the word softly. "I like this word." Suddenly, a huge piece of the ship wall was ripped away. Bright sunlight poured in, and Jake saw them clearly for the first time. 5 alien soldiers stood outside. They were tall and strong, wearing black armor that covered their whole bodies. Their helmets had red glowing eyes. Each soldier carried a weapon that looked like a mix between a sword and a laser gun. In front of them stood General Kex. He was bigger than the others, and his armor was silver instead of black. His helmet was off, showing his face. His skin was dark blue, almost black, and his eyes were red like fire. Scars covered his face and neck. "Princess Zara," General Kex said in a cold voice, "your father is very angry. You will come home now." Princess Zara stood up slowly. Jake stood beside her. General Kex saw Jake and his red eyes went wide. "A human, here." "Princess, step away from the alien scum." "He is not scum," Princess Zara said bravely. "He saved my life by touching your royal armor." General Kex pointed his weapon at Jake. "He has broken the sacred law. He must die." Jake stepped in front of Princess Zara. "If you want to hurt her, you have to go through me first."